Okay, now it's running apparently.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, we can give an introduction for the person who's watching the recording. So we watched the movie Girl Interrupted. Yes. And I was thinking for the beginning, since it's the topic of like personality disorders, that we could compare it a bit to the Gone Girl that we watched, that was like similar topic. So what what do you guys think, like in what it was different, what it was similar?
Well, the Gone Girl was like specifically focused on the one personality, I guess, on the main character, which was psychopathy. Which I don't know if there was actually someone like that in this movie. Is this specific disorder?
Wasn't Lisa a sociopath, not a psychopath?
Yeah, I think Lisa was a sociopath, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like in contrast because like I don't know.
What's the difference?
Well, the psychopaths are supposed to be like cold and manipulative and like very calculating, while the sociopaths are usually like quite chaotic and break the rules, and like you are quite apparent, I guess. Their behavior is quite visibly weird, while the psychopaths like can pretend to be normal, but while being
Yeah, psychopaths mostly mask. Sociopaths don't do that.
Yeah, I think we can see that like Lisa was not trying to hide her like crazy ideas and so, whereas I forget the name already, but in the Gone Girl, it was like the perfect girl, Amy. Yeah.
yeah. I looked at the guide about the symptoms, and Lisa matches basically everything almost, like in the ASPD, I think.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
There's like has little, if any, concern for the needs or feeling of others, which I think is quite accurate given the situation with Daisy. Was it her name, Daisy? And often lies, steals, again, uses false names and cons others. Well, yeah. Has repeated run-ins with the law, often violates the rights of others, is aggressive. There was also the scene at the end, I think, where she was quite aggressive towards Susanna, I think. Yeah. Behaves impulsively, often reckless. Yeah, basically every single thing is a match.
And there was one scene in the movie, like before they ran away with Susanna, where she came for Susanna and was like, "Come on, Jamie, let's go." And in that moment, I was like, "Huh, I didn't know the name of the main character," and and I really thought that like I didn't know it before. But later, Susanna was like, "Yeah, I'm Susanna." So I don't know, would like this also belongs to the sociopath, like that she didn't care, so she just didn't remember the name, or this, I don't know.
I would say maybe.
Or could she have possibly had an episode where she was like out of reality for a bit, maybe? Like not
Maybe.
realizing what's happening fully.
Yeah.
And what about Susanna? What do you think about her situation?
Well, for me, I thought like a big part of the movie, it just felt like as she was normal. You know, it was like it was shown a bit at the beginning that she had like some thoughts and when she thought she had no bones in her hand and this, but like throughout the movie, like for me, it didn't feel like very intense, I would say.
Yeah, I got the feeling from her that she didn't want to label herself as sick or mentally ill. She didn't want to believe it at first, and I really liked the contrast at near the end that Susanna was looking up to Lisa, you know, to her strength, to her rebellion, and all sorts of things of her personality, and then she kind of saw the day of the light of who truly Lisa is, and then she like came into the conclusion that it's okay not to be okay, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Han.
He's muted.
I
Hi.
wait. I'm almost there. I'm almost home. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was like interesting how actually there was not just the personality disorder, but or I because I of course like not everyone in the psychiatric hospital was there because of personality disorder, but also other mental illnesses, and it was interesting to see also the others, like the pathological liar. I was just thinking like how do you like find that out, or I don't know, this illness. Do you know something more about it?
I have a pathological liar in, like, not in my friend group, no, but I know somebody that is. She's not like clinically, you know, diagnosed, but the whole town agrees that she is a pathological liar, you know. So yeah, I know somebody.
And it shows just like that the person is lying, or
No, at first they're really charismatic, you know, has a lot of things to say, and then she get caught up in it and she stops covering her traces, and then, you know, she's with one group of people, let's say, doing something, then she tells other group of people something completely different that happened, and somebody from the first group says no, that's not what happened, you know, and she doesn't recognize the lie. She thinks that it's the truth for her,
mm,
you know.
mm,
So
Yeah, I think it might be maybe connected to kind of low self-esteem because you want to constantly portray the situation in a specific way. And I think it can be also connected to um, personality disorders because usually the pathological, being a pathological liar is not the only thing that you do or have, I think.
You mean that it's connected with something else in one person?
Yes, yes, like some personality disorder, even.
I'm also agree with what Martin said. Because I don't think there could be like a disability just by being a pathological liar. You either have a bipolar disorder or something else that is like, you know, go along with it, I guess.
Hmm. This I don't know. And Hunt, since you just came, you wanna say what you thought of the movie, or or
Yeah,
something.
I think the film was pretty great in a sense that like there's so many character like different character with different disorder I would say, and they portrayed it pretty well to see like who have the mental disability or who have like a disorder I would say, and overall it's pretty much a good film to see about the mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But also, what I liked about this movie was that, for example, Lisa was kind of challenging what is like considered normal, since she was encouraging the girl to like stop taking medications or challenge the authority. So I really like that because it really shows us that the people in some mental institutions or something, they still like are normal, I would say. It doesn't matter that they are mentally ill. I mean, it matters, but I would just say that it's interesting point that they also want to challenge like the system and they don't want to be oppressed.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Hmm. I think it was also very interesting uh, how Susanna was like sane enough to like question what is like wrong with her, or why is she there, that she was, I don't know what about the others in the hospital, but that she was asking really the doctors like what is wrong with me, why am I here, I shouldn't be here. And yeah, this I found also interesting.
And when she said that she shouldn't be here, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like she doesn't really have to be there, or do you feel like she should be there?
mm, for me, I think that it was good for her to be there in the way that she saw like the the other people with their own problems, and that she realized that there is something in her mind, and that it was kind of eye-opening for her. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was meant to be there, or like spend some time in there so that she could, find her voice. I think before she went to the hospital, she didn't have her own voice. Kind of find herself, reclaim her identity. Then she like found a passion in writing, I think.
But she said that she always have a passion in writing. She always see herself like becoming a writer one day. So you think it's encourage her to become a writer just by being in a mental hospital?
I
I
think maybe, yeah, go on.
No, go on. It's
Okay.
fine.
I just want to say that maybe it, as Anna said, that it gave her space and just
Mm.
gave her like time to figure out herself, because she didn't like she didn't know what she wanted, I think, at the beginning. So it was good that she got the space, and after all, she was encouraged to write.
Yeah, I think she after she spent some time in the hospital, she found out that she has something to say. You know. Nonetheless, Lisa um, went backwards. She just didn't want to cooperate with the system. She was against anything and everything, and Susanna just grabbed the opportunity and turn it into something meaningful.
And what do you guys think about the parents' role in Susanna's journey? Like, because I think it was their idea to like put her there and so.
I think both of her parents also have some mental problem. That's how I see it. 'Cause her dad is also kind of like uh have like a problem with being a perfectionist. I would say, because she want her. I mean, he want her daughter to be like better than what she's like aspired to be. Also, her mom is like very emotional, but not in a good way.
Well, but technically it's like probably a good thing to have somebody who's attempted suicide, to have them like admitted to hospital like early, then like leave it until something worse happens, or it was probably in the end a good decision.
Yeah, I mean, from her parents' view, I get them because your child attempts suicide. Oh, what else would you gotta do? Really? It's like not the only way, I think, but some of the better ones.
Yeah, but in some other of the other movies, like I think maybe it's the Angels of the Universe. I think like the parents of the guy, I don't remember the name, the main person, that they like waited until like a lot of time until it was really unbearable, the situation, till they like actually put him or got him hospitalized. So
Yeah, because it was shameful for them. It was taboo in some kind of way.
so like it was kind of nice that like they did the decision like immediately, and it was quite logical, like objectively. And actually, back to the point that you mentioned with Lisa, like being rebellious and like being that she seemed like quite fun and like almost like normal in that way, that she like rebelled against the rules and stuff like that. I think I read that there was actually like a criticism of this movie because of that, that they like romanticized the aspects of the antisocial personality disorder by doing this, by making her like look sympathetic while breaking the laws and the rules of the hospital and such.
I think they wanted to make her like so-called cool because Susanna looked up to her in the first half of the movie, or the first half of their relationship. So I think that's what they wanted to, portray. And then at the end, the contrast of Susanna, like the light bulb moment for her. But I mean, it's Angelina Jolie, like.
Exactly.
You
I
know?
wanted to say that I think she was just too cool because it was Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and then I have a question. So we could see that in the movie, like the patients, they were going to read about their condition. So what do you think? Like, is it a good for these kind of patients to read about the condition and to know about the condition, or is it better if it's not shared with them?
I think that depends on how much the person is self-reflective. Reflective.
Mm-hmm.
If If one patient is deeply delusional and the other, like Susanna, wasn't any much delusional, that's a big difference, you know. So I would say it's really subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because maybe when someone is too delusional, reading the truth, let's say, can be very like mm, intense experience, and it can crush their whole worldview, which can lead to even worse consequences like breakdown or something.
Hmm.
So I also agree that
Yeah,
it's really individual.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And what, so how would you guys describe like the borderline personality disorder? What was the like main point?
Well, I think that Susanna didn't have BPD. I think that it was just a severely depressed 18-year-old girl that lost her way in life in puberty, you know? She's a teenager. Like, what do you want for her? I don't know. I don't think that she had BPD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I agree with that because also considering that the movie is kind of old, they view it differently. And even right now, the practice is that if you are 18, they like the specialist will probably not diagnose you with BPD. Just give it like 2 or 3 more years until at least your like brain develops fully, or maybe not fully, but like more, and only after that they can maybe diagnose you, because it's often mistreated with just like teenage uh, emotions, which can be very big and overwhelming. So yeah.
So like the point of, so but what's, so where is the border between like it being depression or someone overly emotional and it being already a BPD?
I
Well, yeah. Okay, go on, go on.
I would say that BPD has some kind of episodes, and when you're depressed like in a line,
Mm.
you know, not like this, but in a line. BPD, you know, you have episodes, you have downs and highs, I would say. I don't know, I'm not a specialist, so
I think the behavior would also be a big deal. I think they would behave in different way, like the bipolar and depression. The bipolar person could be like, you know, it could be they could be happy in a minute and then they could be angry in the like next minute. For a depression person, they just depressed all the time, I would say.
But now you're saying bipolar, but is it then bipolar the same thing for you as the borderline personality disorder?
Mm. They could be similar. Like they have, I think they have similar characteristics for me. That's how I view it.
Mm.
They do mention like up and down moods in the borderline personality disorder, and there's like impulsive, risky behavior, and they also mentioned that like the people behave in a way that could lead to a suicide, which that part matches, and that they have feelings of emptiness, which I think might be the one aspect that might have be is Susanna then. But yeah, the rest of it, I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, me neither. And now that uh, so I just got an idea, like because like at the beginning of the movie, when someone told her like you tried to kill yourself, she said, "No, I did not." Like, do you think she was just persuading the others, or she actually herself believed that she did not want to kill herself? Or what was the?
I think sometimes like suicide attempt is not necessarily the goal is not to kill oneself, but it can also be a cry for help. So maybe, well, she said herself that she didn't know if she wanted to die. So I would say it was more like a cry for help. Even maybe unconsciously, she just wanted people to care and provide any help, because even the like mental institution with its downsides, it's still better than not getting any help at all.
Mhm.
I would
So
say, sorry,
no, it's okay.
I would say it was just like her point of view. Like when she wanted to commit a suicide, she got caught up in a moment. You know, she like wasn't planning on it for months. Like, yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna do it. No, she was like so melancholic that she didn't know what to do. I would say she didn't see any other possibility that she could help herself than this, rather than this. So she said she didn't want to kill herself, which is, I think, that was the truth.
I see. No, only later, because later on, then she said like to this boyfriend or whoever it was, like, but I tried to kill myself, when she was telling him I am crazy, and then he was telling her like you are not crazy. So it was also that throughout the movie, like, this situation changed a bit of how she viewed it back.
Yeah, and aspirin and alcohol, like, if she would if she wanted to like die, that she would like jump in front of the train, or do it some other effective way. But aspirin and alcohol, I don't know if it's because she was 18 and didn't know any better, or
I don't know.
Anyways, do you have or do you know, or did you watch any other movies with mental illnesses that this course didn't mention that
Have
you
you
must?
guys the park or being a wildflower? Have you guys seen
Mm-hmm.
it? I think that Flynn also connected to what we're discussing about the mental illness problem. Because
Yeah, I think.
the boy
Yeah.
have like a episode where he like getting sexually assaulted by his uncle or something, and then he was you know having a flashback about it for a long time. He couldn't speak about it. It's actually affected his how he socialized with other kids, like when he grown up, I think.
So that's like PTSD, right? The post-traumatic syndrome.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that movie traumatized me when I was younger. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, it's trending. It's Emma Watson here, Hermione, and I was like, okay, let's watch it. And then I was traumatized for a long time.
Yeah, and then you cry your eyeballs out.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I've seen this a long time ago. I don't remember it that much, but otherwise, I don't know.
Any other movie that have you guys seen that connected to the cause?
I really like the movie Split. It's from my favorite director, M. Night Shyamalan. Something like that. It's an Indian name. I don't know. I can like pronounce it. Um, I think I like it mostly because of him, because it's about DID illness, and I think they portrayed it well, but the end is like really comic superhero type of thing. So I think that's really not out of the blue, but really like fictioned. But other than that, I really like that movie. So
And which illness you said?
DID, I don't know what is it short for. Um,
I
But
think
what kind of illness?
it's
it's like you have a lot of personalities in your head, and there's a light, and every other personality takes the light. I don't know how to explain it like for you better. Um,
No, I see.
yeah, it's a result of trauma. Basically, it happens in childhood when a child is like molested, assaulted, or something. This is um mechanism for them.
It's dissociative
Mm-hmm.
identity. Dissociative identity.
I think maybe I have only seen like a normal TV shows, and there was like a character with OCD in many, but sometimes it's just the OCD portrayed like as a fun aspect of the person, like Monica from Friends, for example. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think there is like a line which sometimes TV series maybe it's very blurry between like when it's so fun, like oh I need to have my desk organized. That's not actually OCD, but sometimes they show it as the mental illness, and when it's in reality it's way more serious, and sometimes it doesn't let you live normally.
Yeah, people like to joke about it a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But maybe have you guys seen this? This is like an animation, BoJack Horseman.
Oh yeah, I love that shit, right?
He is like a horse and half a man.
Uh,
But it actually goes very deeply into his childhood. He has, I would say, PTSD from his how his parents treated him. Then also he has depression, and on top of everything, he's an alcoholic. And the show just and he was also a famous actor in the 80s, but this show is like from 2015, I think. And yeah, it just shows how this life destroyed him, but it's really good.
it is really good, and his girlfriend's the fucked up person.
Actually, I remember the show where the OCD is not shown in a way like I need to tidy my desk. But do you know the TV show Shameless?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
There was
Yes.
the Shayla, and I think she had the OCD, and in the first few seasons, like she couldn't come out of her house because of
Mm-hmm.
this. Because I don't remember that much, but like she thought that something might happen like when she comes out of her house, and I remember I was really happy for her the moment where like for some reason she really like had to come out of her house. So yeah, I just remembered this.
Yeah. Also, American Psycho from '99. That shows psychopathy. Like the
Yes,
guy is a psychopath, but I didn't watch it because I don't like Christian Bale. So
I watched it.
I watched that too.
yeah, it's apparently a classic. Also, Fight Club. I watched the first
Yes.
half of it because I found out that I don't like Brad Pitt. So.
Really? You didn't finish it?
Really?
Nope.
You didn't get to the best part. Like the ending
Mm-mm.
is the best part, actually.
True, that's true. But why don't you like Brad Pitt though?
I don't know. He's like what he did with Jennifer Aniston and Angelina, I didn't like that. So,
Okay.
but I like Nolan and Helena Bonham Carter, so that's why I watched it. And then I saw him, I was like, oh, never mind.
You should finish it for real. But maybe also the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true.
He has many overlapping mental illnesses, I would say. It's hard to say which one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about like what does he have, but.
Well, definitely depression,
Mm.
probably some personality disorder as well, and maybe like PTSD, or he was just abused and traumatized
Mm.
as a
Yeah.
child, so possibly PTSD.
Yeah, he was deeply delusional.
Yes.
Yeah, he lived in a delusion.
Yeah. Okay.
And you spoke about people being, what was it, a pathological liar, or what
I
was
think pathological liar, yeah.
so there's, was that the word? Pathological liar? I don't. And we discussed if that might be connected to an illness or a disorder. Like I thought that maybe it could be like narcissistic disorder, because you tend to care like a lot about um, tend to care about
How other
there's
people
like a
view you.
nice way, certain, yeah, you want to be attractive to others,
Yeah, definitely.
and yeah, and also I think I know somebody that like it's almost impossible to like talk seriously about anything with them, because like one time you meet them and they will say something, and then the next time you like, after you thought about it and you bring up some arguments about it, then suddenly they are speaking like they are taking the opposite side of the problem, like turned 180 and 180
Mm-hmm.
degrees, and like just like what they say, whatever suits their arguments, which might be also like this condition, like being the pathological liar.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Like the girl I was talking about, that one one month she smiled at me and we said hello to each other. Then we saw each other like 2 weeks later, and she was like giving me these looks, nasty looks, and she didn't even like say hi. And I was like, what's wrong with her? Like, what's going on? And then we met again, and she was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, what's going on? Then the whole group started talking, and we were just like, yeah, Misha is like numpers. So
and I also thought about like if it might be connected, because I watched the conspiracy series show, and if it like the lying part might be somehow connected to that part, because like the people who believe in this like tend to just ignore all like counter arguments, and just like always make up like immediately make up some argument for their thing whenever they are being proven wrong, which might be like similar to what happens with these liars, that like they are always trying to say something that will make them come out on top.
I
So
I also want to add that I think pathological liars don't feel shame. They are like without a barrier, I think. Like they lie so much that they think it's their truth. And when somebody else is like goes into an argument with them, they're like, no, that didn't happen. you crazy? Like, and they're projecting other things onto you. So I think that they don't feel shame. That could like lean into the sociopathic area, that they don't feel these emotions, but who knows?
It might be like just automatic behavior. It's just like they don't even think about lying. They just like their brain just automatically generates these responses. And
Yeah, definitely. They don't calculate it. It's like these bursts of lies, I would say.
Yeah, because it's like a coping mechanism. Yes, they just use it to protect themselves.
that's kind of what happened to Jamie, like in the basement scene, I think. Like when she said that like her father is, I don't know, some military person or something, like some general or something, and that he will mess Susanna up or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like just illogical or something. It sounded really, really crazy.
But she seemed really to believe in that. Yeah. And it was also like, because the first scene when she spoke was about the girl with the burned face. At first, like she explained why the face is burned, and then she said like, I'm a pathological liar. And in that moment, I was like, so was it true what she said before, or was
Yeah.
it not? But I don't know.
I feel like they didn't really use that like feature of her character a lot in the movie until the like very late.
No, not very much. And I also, yeah, sorry, but I just was. What was the disorder of the girl with the chickens? Daisy. I was sometimes confused why, like, she's so obsessed with eating chicken.
But has she even? Do you think she's eating chicken, or she just putting chicken like bone under her bag? Maybe she's also with putting chicken bone under her bag, but like not eating chicken. Because we haven't really seen her eating chicken, but we've seen the bone.
I'm not sure.
I just remembered that like one of the personality disorders mentioned binge eating, but I don't think that's quite the case here. It's like
Yeah, I mean, putting like uneaten chicken always like the same under your bed, that could be OCD, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it was like.
I think she was maybe schizophrenic because she was quite like mm, dissociated from the reality. Because like what other thing could she have?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she had untreated trauma, so I think that it could spiral back into coping mechanism. Yeah. But they didn't have poly schizophrenia.
Yeah, yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Maybe. Could be.
Okay, are we through?
I think so.
I suppose.
Yeah.
just try to look up quickly the. So the Daisy was the girl with the chickens, right? Because she
Yeah,
moved
Yeah,
yeah.
into
yeah, yeah,
the.
Yeah, the one that moved out later.
yeah.
So apparently she has PTSD
Uh-huh.
and she has bulimia nervosa.
Ah.
So secretive binge eating and shame around food. apparently.
Yeah, so eating disorder basically.
Yeah. And Polly does have schizophrenia.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, I see. I meant bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she set herself on fire in reaction to being told that she cannot keep the puppy or something.
Yeah.
That seems quite dissociated, some
Wow.
disorganized thinking. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for the semester of discussions.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry
I'm sorry
Christmas.
for today. I came but late. I'm sorry. I told you guys I'll be at 9 p.m. but I'm sorry. I'm genuinely
It's
It's
okay,
okay.
you're forgiven.
It's Christmas time. We forgot.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Good night,
Good luck
guys.
with
Bye.
with your exams.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah, we got
Thank
hella
you.
agents.